Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in today's free video I wanted to review some trade ideas that we had in Priceline. So when we began the day, of course Priceline being a NASDAQ component and the NASDAQ having been so weak, it's been kind of a dicey proposition to be long this. But when you come back and look at Priceline, the first thing that I think of is we have a monthly squeeze. And while I don't really trade monthly charts, when I see a monthly squeeze that is fired long, essentially triggers me to say that there is no way I'm going to do anything with this to the short side. So knowing that the foundation for the trade is based off of the monthly squeeze firing long, and then drilling down into my other time frames, you can start to nail down a trade for yourself. So I look to the monthly squeeze and say, that's fired long. That's a good solid foundation to basically come back and buy any chance I get the opportunity to. You got a weekly squeeze there, and that was a solid trade. You had a weekly squeeze here, and that was also a very profitable move to the upside. Now, I didn't necessarily play those. I'm giving you some ideas on how, when you look to these various time frames, how you can position yourself. So we have the monthly, nothing on the weekly currently, but it does respect the levels that I like to see on the weekly chart. So we're still holding those levels, and then you drop back down to the daily. And this is kind of the endless question where I don't know that I necessarily have an answer for you, because the question will come up a lot of times where, is it more powerful to have a squeeze that has developed for a couple of weeks at a time, or is it better to have these single dot squeezes? In my opinion, these squeezes are a little bit better only because of the fact that they allow you to give you more time to get positioned. So with this consolidating for several weeks, you had plenty of time to accumulate a position. However, the one dot squeezes, which you can see highlighted here and also here, also tend to be very powerful. So when we started the session today, we knew we had the strength from the monthly charts. We had the daily squeeze that was one bar into the move, and it gave us the opportunity to pick up some monthly calls. So when you can pick up a trade like this, it makes up for a lot of, maybe you missed a put spread or whatever it may be, but big directional moves like this can be very helpful to growing a small account, growing a big account too, and one dot or multiple squeezes, I think they're all helpful, and they will continue to help propel the stock higher. You can also see that today's move had better than average volume. So we've got a couple different reasons to think that Priceline will continue its push higher, and I would like to take profits on it on that new lifetime high with ultimate targets right there at 1966. So I hope that helps, gives you some insight into how I like to use those multiple time frames and various squeezes. You guys have a great weekend, and I will touch base with you again on Monday's free video.